Do you work in a high-performing budget office? Are you frustrated that your agency hasn't incorporated the modern tools and technology you need to conduct your day-to-day budget planning and execution tasks? Meet Rachel, a high-performing budget director. She wants to kickstart the agency budget planning process for the next fiscal year. She starts gathering and segregating the previous year's requirements by department and budget line items. She develops the budget template and asks the respective department heads to submit their requested budget information. Rachel needs to receive and consolidate the submissions, realign, adjust dollar amounts, and pivot all the responses for analysis. However, she struggles to stitch together the Excel sheets being received from different departments to consolidate the agency's entire budget plan. She is also receiving multiple versions from the same department and is not sure which is the correct version to include. Plus, the formulas have been tampered with, so the calculations are not making sense. Time is running short, and she has to present her analysis and recommendations to the agency's leadership in order to finalize the budget. She needs to reconcile the budget planning process data and make adjustments before allocating the budget to departments. Wouldn't it be nice to have all the data received and consolidated in one solution? Now, Rachel has 10 requirements on her desk that need funding approval. She doesn't want to be the bottleneck, so she tries to understand where they fit in with each other. Which are highest priority? By requirement number 8, her concern about the amount of funds she's approved is growing. Will she have the funds needed for the remaining 2 items? Everything needs to be reviewed again, and she feels like she's already done this work twice. Wouldn't it be nice to have real-time funds availability status to fund the requirements effectively? Meet Mike, a budget analyst. Mike oversees the MOU process managing external agency funds. He copies financial information from SharePoint files into an Excel sheet to track and manage the dollar amounts being received from other agencies. He then checks the accounting system every day to see if funds were received and how much. Each dollar amount must be tied to a requirement request for correct funding approval. How much funds should be received, when, and how much was obligated? It's a daunting task just to understand the complexity of how he'll receive the funds, and he struggles to keep up with the credits and debits of each external agency account. Wouldn't it be nice to have a centralized solution to manage all external agencies' funds? Meet David, a budget analyst. David ensures all the agency's requirements are progressing as necessary. It would be nice if they all started at the same time, but he juggles the various start dates throughout the fiscal year as best he can. Which ones are just starting? Is this one funded yet? Which ones are with the contracting office? Has this one been awarded yet? David does his best to follow up, but it's embarrassing to chase down the wrong lead and twice as much work for him to trace the issue back, and this is just for one requirement. He doesn't want the other requirements to pile up, but he's already feeling overwhelmed while constantly fielding calls from the program offices inquiring about the status of their requirements. Wouldn't it be nice to track all the requirements by their status in one place? Meet Tina, the agency's CFO. She is a busy executive with lots of decisions to juggle. Her being up to date trickles down and helps her agency run efficiently. But it's not easy. To get a full financial picture, she's forced to take a deep dive into several different applications and systems. She spends painstaking time collecting a snapshot of each program to combine them into an Excel sheet pivot table resembling the whole financial picture. She needs to gather and analyze this data quickly so she can take action, but this process is taking too long. The agency's senior leadership team is relying on Tina to present them with relevant and up-to-date information, but it took days for her to even be able to compile and see all the information. let alone analyze and interpret it for presentation. The senior leadership team is frustrated with having to make decisions based on outdated financial data. Wouldn't it be nice to have all the real-time key performing indicators displayed on one dashboard? If only there was an application that solved all these problems in one place. Thankfully, there is an already developed solution for you. Introducing the Resource Management Decision-Making Tool, RMDT. The RMDT provides insight on how to best allocate resources throughout an organization to operate more efficiently and effectively in order to meet its fiduciary responsibilities. The RMDT will better inform leaders on all levels about how resources are being used so they can make better decisions to achieve the organization's financial goals and mission objectives. For budget planning, the RMDT consolidates organizations' previous year executed requirements, distributes them to their components, tracks the status of submissions, receives and adjusts budget requests, while allowing you to finalize a comprehensive spend plan, all in the same solution. For funds availability and approval, the RMDT provides real-time access to internal and external agencies' available funds to better understand what funding has been received, spent, and what remains by fund type or project. For requirements tracking, the RMDT provides you with easy access to what stage agency requirements are in and allows for customized requirements execution workflow process so you can see the real-time status, who, what, when, where, and the amount of each requirement. For what-if analysis, the RMDT allows you to view remaining requirements, display estimate to complete to show shortage or overage dollar amounts, and adjust requirements as necessary to achieve zero balance. For decision-making, the RMDT provides you with a full financial picture via your customized dashboard with KPIs to save time and effort, reducing the margin of human error and allowing you to spend more time analyzing so you can decide and act. When managing your agency's budget execution process, the RMDT is the solution for your organization to track, analyze, decide, realign, and report on funding issues from requirement development to contract closeout. Allow us to bridge the gaps between your budget, requirement needs, acquisition process, and success by digitally transforming all your business operations with our high-performing, real-time, centralized RMDT solution. Contact us to set up a detailed RMDT demo. We look forward to hearing from you soon and engaging in a conversation about how IAS can provide for your unique needs.